decided to stay with.
Second and 10. Bennett, room to the outside, picks up the first down. And as he straight arms Lincoln, he gets shoved out at the 35-yard line behind a Harry Galbraith block, a gain of 16. As they continue to work on the return specialist on the bench, it's second down and 10 at the 35. And the catch is made by Robert Brooks, the man who followed Sterling Sharp at South Carolina and follows him here and picks up his first reception of the night. 3 minutes into the game at the 28-yard line, Bennett picks up enough for a first down as he takes it across the 25-yard line. Green Bay showing patience. Jim Flanagan makes the stop, kicks and punts. 4 receivers in the game. Terry Mickens is the 4th wideout. And it's caught at the 9-yard line by Robert Brooks. So far converts on 3rd and 9 and keeps this drive, which has now consumed 4.5 minutes going. And it's into the game. It's 1st and goal after that 14-yard pickup. And Bennett picks up a couple. It'll be second down and goal with 9:50 remaining in the opening quarter in Chicago. 3rd and goal. This drive commenced at the 35-yard line. 14th play of the drive. Pump fake, throw, touchdown, Brooks.
Oh, and what a touch on that pass.
Meredith is an example of something terrific. He was not a classic thrower, was he? Favre throwing to Robert Brooks, and that's a first down up at the 33-yard line. Got in. Sean from the bench, 3rd down and 4. 3:07 remaining in the quarter. Green Bay leading 7-0. And Favre, who can move, looks for that first down and gets it up at the 46-yard line, and the flag comes in for a hit by Jim Flanagan as he dropped down at the end of the play.
Side, he was there for a couple of years.
2nd and 8, the fake, the bootleg, the pass is caught at the 23. That's Jeff Thomason, 3rd-year man out of Oregon. He's tackled by Donnell Wolford, and that's another first down. 15-yard line. Favre throwing, and the catch is made by Morgan, and the former Bear comes back to Chicago and burns the Bears. Grasp and control. Here is Green working his way out to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 5. George Kuntz and John Yurkovich make the stop. And that will do it for the first quarter. The Chicago Bears with a 2nd and 5 at the 17, trailing 14-0. Kramer goes back the other way and picks up the first down, hitting Jeff Graham for a gain of 6. Former Steeler, first down up at the
Up on that. They've got some balance and they've got to use it.
2nd and 8. Kramer flings one and it's caught by Graham, who stayed with it. Good concentration because he certainly knew that George Teague was right there.
Well delivered by Eric Kramer, but you're right, Al. That one went in motion.
Kramer throws. Conway makes the catch. He's up to the 49, a little short of the first down. Strickland converge on the stop. 2nd and 1. Green exploits a big hole. First down to the Green Bay 41-yard line. Lewis Tillman inactive tonight because of a sprained ankle. First down at the 41-yard line. Moving to the outside as Anthony Johnson shovels it back to Kramer. Hello! They're going deep, but Butler is there and intercepted. It is picked off by Leroy Butler.
That's amazing. That did not fool anyone in that secondary.
3rd and 10 from the 1. Favre, pump fake, going deep. Man open at the 30. It's Robert Brooks.
Goodbye.
And Robert Brooks is inside the 30 and going all the way in for a touchdown.
Know that they can come back. They came back 14 down a week ago. They know they can do it. It's going to be hard to do it, however, mentally.
They start with the Heisman Trophy winner, Rashaan Salaam, the hyperactive Danny Abramowitz.
Good thing those guys are wearing helmets.
Yep. This is Rashaan Salaam.
All away from the Packers.
3rd and 1 at the 40-yard line. And they pick up the first down as they do stay with their game plan. And Salaam picks up about 3 to the 43-yard line.
Great shape, and I think he'll work a lot tonight.
From the 44-yard line, Kramer throws, and wide open is Conway, and Conway is inside the 40. And the Bears looking for a spark, and they just got one. Conway's out of bounds at the 14-yard line. Run out by George Teague. Leading 21-0. Green tackled by Butler as he takes it to the 6-yard line. Trips right as they line up Green, Conway, and Graham. It's 4th and 2 at the 6, and they keep it on the ground and run it with Anthony Johnson to the 3, and they pick up the first down. So the whole focus is to the right side with the 3-man position there, and they give it to Johnson and just slam him over the left side.
I think we might see Mr. Salam again.
There he is, Heisman Trophy winner. Well, he can strike the pose. He's in there.
I don't think so. He scored a touchdown, his first one in the NFL last week, and just left the ball lying in the end zone. His response, I've scored touchdowns before.
And convert that. Salam scores. 4:58 to go in the half. 21-7.
Just seemed to ignite on Monday night. Bill Cowher loves it.
Oh, yeah. Sending an escort to the airport. 2nd and 7. Mark Chimura up to the 40-yard line. The tight end makes the catch, and that's a first down. 3rd and 5. The Packers are perfect on 3rd down opportunities. They pick up the blitz. Barr throws over the middle, and they are 8 for 8 now as Robert Brooks makes the catch. Mark Harrier makes the tackle.
Be one of the great quarterbacks in the league, but you still have to marvel at his raw athleticism.
3rd down and 7, and the catch is made by Terry Mickens. He makes his first reception of the evening, and another 3rd down conversion, taking it to the 19-yard line and a first down. Marty Carter making the tackle. This is a 32-yard attempt, and the kick is good. Good.
Although the Packers refuse to believe that, but he's not here.
This is Bennett up to the 30-yard line, and the Packers also didn't like the fact that the Arizona Cardinals were making some noise with Buddy Ryan having coached Keith Jackson at Philadelphia. 10 at the 30-yard line. It's up the screen to Dorsey Levens, and that works beautifully to the 18. He picks up 18 yards up to the 48, tackled by Carrier.
Find a weakness, put him in a spot where he can use his speed.
2nd and 3, and that's a first down as Robert Brooks makes the catch at the 36-yard line. Green Bay leading here by 17. It's a 1st and 10 from the Chicago 35, and that's a 9-yard gain. Favre on the money again. Mark Ingram makes his second catch
By Danny Abramowitz.
Here's Hendricks, second effort, and that one is good. As Kramer goes to the air on first down and throws underneath to Tony Carter.
Around in Indiana, and the other option, which of course is a complete last resort, as Robert Green busts up the middle and picks up a first down, would be to leave Chicago and
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And it's Kramer throwing, and it is caught on the near sideline by Robert Green. The set, Chicago down by 20, 3:40 to go in the 3rd. Kramer, and he makes a connection with Curtis Conway at the 29-yard line, and a first down.
without a Pro Bowl offensive player.
3rd down and 8, and on a draw, it works. Green, big first down, runs over Teague, tackled at the 12-yard line. 15-yard gain.
You saw a trait of Robert Green right there. When he has to make a decision.
Yard line, Chicago down by 20, late in the 3rd. 4-man rush, and the catch is made by Robert Green, and he's to about the 30, very close to a first down, then pushed all the way back by Leroy Butler. Carter in front of him and pulled back.
Oh, that's not. See, that's why I'm no good at that.
doing it. And on 4th down, this is Salam taking it to the 2-yard line for a first down. Now, back to the analysis. Lead blocker on their first touchdown. They fake. They go to him on the pass, and he scores.
Well, if somebody in Aiken, South Carolina is watching this game by the name of William Perry, he has been there and done that.
Really a fine catch, and not an easy catch. It's right on the line. He has to catch it, backhands it, and I don't care what they say, that's the best way to catch the football. They don't teach you to do it that way, but it's the best way.
Anytime you put a defensive tackle on a linebacker, I mean, it's,
it's a mismatch.
Right? Yeah.
Strickland had him all the way and disregarded it. You know, it's kind of like
From the 24-yard line, Edgar Bennett swinging to the outside, and the Bears now very much back in it, emotionally, mentally. The Green Bay Packers, 2nd and 10 as the fourth quarter begins. Favre throws, catch made, close to a first down. Mark Ingram falls in his 3rd reception of the evening. Bennett swinging to the outside, nothing doing. Kevin Minifield makes the stop, and the Bears hold and get the ball back. Whoa, snap, and then Hendrick gets it away. And it's a wobbly, very short kick that rolls out of bounds in Green Bay territory at the 46-yard line.
Wide receiver. Whatever it is, they should work on it a little more.
Yeah. Oh, look out.
Look out. Kramer sacked. And on the type of play where you're lucky if you don't fumble, Doug Evans coming in from behind. Kramer never knew he was there. 7. And intercepted by Donnell Wolford. And Wolford had a bad night, has turned a bad night into a very good one with a huge play.
But it paid off.
1st and goal, Bears at the 8, down by 13. Salah! Touchdown!
Hello. We're back.
To 21. Trouble. And the Bear defense has picked a great time to get red hot.
Well, they got to do it for one more play. This will bring up 3rd down.
And 13, and it's incomplete. He threw a bullet in and out of the hands of Mark Ingram.
Didn't realize that he wasn't the intended receiver.
So now Hendrick to punt. Remember, the last snap was bad. This one is good. But it is blocked. It is blocked, and it is blocked out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Anthony Marshall blocked it. In the backfield, 3rd down and goal. That's Conway coming in motion, and it's a little fade to Graham, but he's out of bounds. He's out of bounds. Craig Newsome with the coverage. The rookie, the draft choice, the #1 pick from Arizona State. 20-yard field goal attempt. Same distance as an extra point to try to move Chicago within 3. Kevin Butler. Gedney with the hold. The kick is good, and we have 9:02 remaining in regulation.
Well, a victory of sorts for the Packers.
Regulation. And it's caught by the tight end Chamorro. Big play into Bear territory. Tackled at the 46-yard line by Mark Carrier. 3rd down and 10 at the 46-yard line. 3-man rush. They set up the screen. Bennett. And Bennett diving for that first down. What a play by Bennett to the 33-yard line. Look out, Earth. 2nd and 11. Here's Dorsey Levens. Dorsey Levens takes it to the 13-yard line. The inside handoff. Aaron Taylor helped guide his way with a nice block. Last year's #1 pick. And Dorsey Levens rambles for a big first down.
Didn't look like that in real life.
Huge play. Double tight end set. 3rd and 7. Lofted and incomplete. Broken up. Ingram was the intended receiver. And broken up in the corner of the end zone, Jeremy Lincoln, who's been off and on. And in fact, last night Dave Wanstead was saying he better pick it up. 27-yard field goal attempt and a bobbled snap. And Ty Detmer, who is a quarterback, has nobody to throw to.
Couldn't be better.
Oh, yeah. The snap is fine. This Detmer lost the handle on it.
Then tried to make something happen. Which nobody else knew what had happened.
No.
There was no one downfield. He just lost it.
You got to get very lucky to convert a bad snap like that into much of anything unless you can run it.
Eric Kramer sets up a backside screen to Robert Green. Good blocking and a 9-yard gain and out of bounds at the 18-yard line. And he comes this way to Anthony Johnson, and he gets dragged down at the 24-yard line by George Kuntz. Kramer. Pressure. Fumble. Stripped by Reggie White. Reggie White stripped the football.
Green Bay saying they've got it. And they do.
Wayne Simmons comes up with a football.
He's so often double teamed with Reggie White, and somehow the extra effort scoops it out. Green Bay has the football back.
Well, in any event, the Deacon and the Reverend both have a lot of sacks.
Yeah.
And on third down, Edgar Bennett seeks that first down, has to get to the 12-yard line, and if he does, and I think he did, that'll write an end to this one. As Chicago took its timeouts.
Chicago battling back. Green Bay got themselves in trouble, and they came battling back. And the hero, perhaps, of the night. That's about a 20-foot drop.
Unbelievable.
Son of Flubber.
Next week, Miami is the site. Good one. The Dolphins and the Steelers. Until then, Al Michaels, Frank Gifford, Dan Deargorm, Lynn Swan. Good night from Chicago.
Now, folks, we want to show you maybe the play of the night. Michael Bantazis, we think that's his name, jumps from out of the stands and makes the catch on Butler's kick, and then afterward attributes it to his great football play.
Chicago, I played football at Sullivan High School.
Well, Mike, you could have gotten yourself hurt jumping down like that.
I played defense, offense. I got great hands. I played football my whole life. I love it, baby.
Play 65 yards. Favre to Robert Brooks. Touchdown, 7-0 Green Bay. Packers' second drive, 10 plays, 83 yards. Favre rolling right, finds the ex-Bear Anthony Morgan. Touchdown, 14-0 Packers. Second quarter, Chicago trying to come back. Eric Kramer handing off to Anthony Johnson. And look at this, back to Kramer. He's going long, but picked off by Leroy Butler. And Kramer says, oh, we could have had that. We could have had that. Packers backed up to their own one, a developing situation. Favre, the pump fake. Look at this. He's got Robert Brooks, 99 yards, dusting Donnell Wolford. 99 yards and a touchdown. It's the longest touchdown pass in Green Bay history. Wow. Wolford outrun down the sideline. So now to the third quarter, 27-7 Packers, first and goal. Kramer finds Jim Flanagan, normally a defensive tackle, shades of the refrigerator. 27-14 right now. Same score in the fourth. Wolford tries to redeem himself and intercepts Favre and returns it back to the 8-yard line. From there, it's Rashaan Salam, 11 carries, 29 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 here, and it's 27-21. Packers up by that score. After the Bears D-held, Henrik here to punt, rejected by Anthony Marshall, goes out on the 2-yard line. Packers, though, force Chicago to settle for a field goal. Just over 2 minutes left now. Reggie White strips Kramer, and that was that, as the Pack holds on to win a wild one, 27-24. Chicago has lost 8 straight on Monday night, including 5 at home,